How can I help you today?
I've been listening to your call for the last, well, since it started, and I work this, it's called cold approach sales. So basically standing, stopping people as they walk by, and inviting them to support a nonprofit. And I get commissions for it, so this is my job. And I've been noticing like just this sense of contraction in chest area and yeah, all over my chest and throat and all that, and kind of trying to explore what the contraction is. And I was listening to you as you were speaking about the want, and I've been working this sales job for about a month, and came in, never done sales, set a record in it because I think it's just because I'm being present with people and allowing the receiving of people, and I'm giving quite a lot as well. So like this experience of giving a lot of myself to other people and also receiving them
Yeah.
financially and also energetically. But I find myself getting tired of it, and also feeling like there's an off balance between the receiving and what I'm giving, and watching my lack thoughts and letting go of them, getting in touch with what I want, and just looking for, I guess, even greater freedom. In general.
May I ask, are you using a headset or are you facing the wind or anything?
I'm using a headset, but I can, let's see if I can get this better.
It's just that it sounds like, you know, when somebody speaks and then stops speaking, it sounds like there's wind going across you or something?
Yeah, is it?
Across you. But that's okay. First of all, you just need to establish what it is that you want and not lie to yourself. When you lie, it's uncomfortable.
I guess financial. Yeah, there's a desire to just be like financial freedom, get out of debt. And I don't know if you remember what we've spoken before. We're building these hotels in Norway and Thailand.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's really a desire to like have that take off. Like what I'm doing right now is a temporary job to support myself financially while we're setting up these resorts and incubators for people. And like what I want is just like receive the money for it so that I can play. That's really the desire. And I see there are a lot of thoughts that are like, I don't deserve it, or it's too good to be true, or I need to work harder in order to have that. But I also feel like because there's because I want to give so much, I should receive it as well, if that makes sense.
I don't know about that logic of because you want to give so much, you should receive so much. I don't know about that logic.
Yeah, I misworded that.
I think that it's just being honest with yourself. So I think that the reason that you begin to feel contracted is because you're telling yourself stories which aren't true. So forget about other people or what they want or what they give you or helping other people or saving other people. You forget about all that and just focus on what it is that you want in a positive way. Financial freedom isn't a positive thing to focus on, actually.
No, I want to be happy.
Yeah, because financial freedom, I can see when you've said that, it's like it almost comes from a lack that you're like not free now, that you're caged now. Financial freedom is like it's who you are is free.
Yeah, I want to be happy, and then it's kind of I want to be happy, and here's another probably lack thought underneath it, is just the desire to know what I want to do every day and then do it.
Yeah.
Because I feel so aware of like other people's realities and where they come from and all that. I get confused in my own world.
Yeah, you pick up other people's energy. Yeah, so all you need to do is keep focusing on that, but on a positive way. Like, so you notice the negative thoughts come up, and then move it back to the positive.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I want to be happy. That's it.
And it's really like simple. Like, forget about, like, I know that you're building these things for to improve society, or not to improve society, but for the, you could say, greater good. And I'm not saying don't do that. That's really beautiful. But in moment to moment, it's focusing on what you want. But in a natural way, in an expansive way. So you see when there is resistance coming up, you acknowledge that resistance, you acknowledge what's hurting you, what thoughts are hurting you, and then you move it to the positive, like what makes you feel expansive in that moment and free and beautiful. So if it's like, I want love, I am love, I want to enjoy this conversation, if that makes you feel expansive, because it's all about the energy behind the want. It's not so much about the want and what you say, it's whether that makes you, I want to enjoy this, I want to love her. It's when it makes you feel that vibration, that positive vibration. And then on the ultimate level, seeing that none of that's you and none of that's freedom. The sensations come and go, positivity comes and goes, and what's free is the presence of who you are that's beyond the person. Your freedom isn't found in life, in what you do or don't do. Your freedom is right here. It's this. It's not found in a feeling, it's found in that which is experiencing.
Yeah, I was laughing a little bit at myself for it's just I get so entangled in stuff. It's like at the base I just want to be happy.
Yeah. And that's so beautiful. Like, I want happiness. Like, screw all the other things. Like, just that I want to be happy and joyful now. And you're allowed that. You're allowed that, to be that. You're always allowed to get what you want. And then
I want money too, you know?
Yeah, and you can have that. You're allowed that as well. But as long as that makes you feel empowered, I want money. As long as it's not from any victim or negativity, then that's beautiful. I want money. And so in the day, what you're getting confused about is, and why your heart and your body is hurting, is because you're lying to yourself. And let me give an example of what I mean by lying to yourself, is that you're most probably telling yourself positive things about the work in order to make you feel better about doing it, because there's a part that doesn't want to do it. And you've just got to look on that part that doesn't want to do it. So it's not important that you work for a charity. It's not important that it's ethical or it's good or that you're helping people. That part isn't important. In every moment, it's what you want. That's a story on top of it that's covering up for something that's underneath. Like, it's simple. It's not, I want to work for a charity because of this or because of that. It's like the simplicity of I want to enjoy. I would like to get paid. I want to enjoy this person.
Yeah, I do that too. Like, really, my approach has been, and I think this is also why I'm having like most sales of everyone is I am looking at actually all my shame around receiving money, or even asking for money, as like I'm working for a company that works for a charity,
Yeah.
and this is sales. I don't care about the charity, actually. I don't care about the cause that I'm selling. This is about me making money.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing all day is I'm looking at whatever is blocking me from asking for money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, and my
And
shame and
do you
religion.
love money?
Good question.
We often have so many negative images about money.
Yeah, I've been really working on this. I've had years and years of just bad relations about money. So I'm kind of, I see it as something like symbolic of energy.
Yeah.
And I've really like allowed myself to reprogram myself what money is and what it's for, and what the purpose of it is and all that. And so I guess love, hate, hate not having it, love receiving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just begin to imagine that you do have it.
Mm. Yeah, feels good.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, it's all imagination. When I was younger, I by accidentally did a tantric practice when I was about 12 years old. It was all, or maybe I was 13 or 14, I can't remember the age, it was in my teenage years. And I did this, everybody was about boyfriends, and so I listened to music in the evening, and I would do it repetitively. I'd imagine the perfect boyfriend, and I'd give myself everything about this perfect boyfriend, like everything that was perfect. And then eventually I would get to the stage where I had that perfect boyfriend, even though it was in my imagination. And then it was like that perfect boyfriend became me, and then there was just love. There wasn't anything outside of myself. There was just love. It was like all that desiring, and I just loved. I didn't need a boyfriend or not need a boyfriend. There was just love. And this is what Tantra, I think, or some branches of Tantra is. And it's like, just imagine that you have it.
Mm.
And this will change things. This is the change.
Yeah.
Like everything you want. And it's so positive, and it makes you so positive and happy. It's the same with everything. Whatever you want, you can have it. And you just allow yourself it now. Like, give it to yourself, and then it's like what joy overflows. And then the problem comes in, but I'm going to lose it. And then you see what bullshit it is. It's all bullshit. You never have anything. Everything is mind-made. Even when you have a house, so say you want a house and you buy and you own a house, it's still an imagination that you have a house. It's not like it's not like you ever freaking have a house or you ever have money. It's like, it's all imagination of what you have and don't have. And this is the healing part of it. And this wanting is just getting back into your flow of just loving everything. And it just happens, and you just follow the flow, the natural instincts and impulses of the body, which is love. The essence of us is love. But the human gets into this thing of negativity and then identifies with this negativity and really freaking suffers. Not only is it negative, but it believes that's who I am. I'm somebody that doesn't have a house. I'm somebody that doesn't have money. Who doesn't have money or a house? And what is a house or money but imagination that we're communicating about? In an animal world, there's no thing as a house or money. It doesn't exist. It's so brilliant. You can be a beggar on the street and have everything.
Yeah.
You can be dying in a hospital bed in agony and have everything. Everything, because there's nothing you don't have because it's all you. And there's nothing you can have because it's all you. But all of these techniques that I'm trying to teach are ways to help relax the person, because I also recognize the person gets itself all in a tangle, so it's like step by step.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it feels horrible being a person talking to other people. cool.
But you
This
can
is
do
fun.
it with so much that you can do the worst job, and it can be totally free. Like, it's really. I used to wash pots and pans after my this thing that happened in Bali. I was working in a vegan restaurant, and I would spend hours washing the pots and pans, and I just totally was in love with washing the pots and pans. It wasn't about finishing or not getting there or anything. It was like when there was washing of pans, it was like they were love. And like sometimes I'd come away and my arms would be like, because it was all vegan with no chemicals, nothing. So if you cook and clean with no chemicals, you have to really put in lots of effort. And so it was like I had to scrub off everything after we'd done all the cooking. And well, actually, often I was just the only one. I did everything. I did the cooking and then the cleaning. And at the end, I'd be exhausted. But when you really see that it's all you, everything is love. Every ounce, everything that comes out of your mouth, everything you touch, everything you look at, everything you sell or don't sell, it's all irrelevant in time. Love is right here.
Yeah, more of that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Thank you.
Nice, with pleasure. And yes, I do remember speaking to you before. It just took me a while for the memory to pop up.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you very much for calling in.
Thank you too.
That's it, love. Bye.